Hello students, welcome you all to the second part of joint probability distribution and sampling theory module 5. So in the last video session we have studied about joint probability distribution. So today in this video session also I am going to discuss with the remaining problems in joint probability distribution. So before continuing in the problems, let us first recall the basic concept you have studied or the formulas of joint probability distribution. You have seen the definition of joint probability distribution. Probability of x taking value x and y taking value y. It is denoted by P of x comma y. Each of the probability is greater than or equal to 0. Sum of the probability is equal to 1. And also we have seen the probability distribution table. How do you write down the probabilities? Joint probability. These are the values of x, these are the values of y, and here the corresponding probability. And sum of all probabilities is equal to 1. These are marginal distribution of x and this is marginal distribution of y. And also we have seen expectation of x, summation x f of x, expectation of y, summation y g of y, expectation of xy is summation xy f of x comma y. Variance of x is e of x square minus e of x whole square, and standard deviation is the square root of variance. And also what is the covariance? Covariance of x comma y is equal to some expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. And also correlation is given by rho of x comma y is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. Sigma is the standard deviation. So continue with the problems. The joint probability distribution of two discrete random variables x and y is given by f of x comma y is equal to k into 2x plus y, where x and y are integers such that 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2, 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3. Find the value of the constant k. Find the marginal probability distributions of x and y. Show that the random variables x and y are dependent. Compute e of x, e of y, e of xy, e of x square, e of y square, sigma x, sigma y. Also find p of x equal to 1, y equal to 2, p of x equal to 2, y equal to 1, p of x greater than or equal to 1, y less than or equal to 2, p of x plus y is greater than 2. The question seems to be little lengthy, but as a whole this entire questions will not be asked, it will be divided. Either they will ask only A, B, C, or you are asked to find the second part, or sometimes they will give the joint distribution and ask you to find this the third part. Okay, anyway I have combined everything in one problem only, so we will work out together. The first question is find the value of the constant k. How do you find the value of the constant k? You can observe here what is given. The joint probability distribution is given. F of x comma y is k into 2x plus y. So x varies from 0 to 2, y varies from 0 to 3. So before finding the value of the constant k, let me write down the joint distribution table or whatever the data available from the given question. Okay, what are the values of x? So you can observe here x varies from 0 to 2. So 0, 1 and 2. So x is 0, 1 and 2. What is y? 0 to 3. So y is 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Then it is given that f of x comma y is equal to k into 2x plus y. So when x is 0, y is 0, k into 2x plus y, 0. When x 0, y 1, x 0, y 1, this is simply k. When y equal to 2, consider x equal to 0 throughout the first row. So this term is 0, y equal to 2, so 2k, y equal to 3, 3k. Next go to the next row, x is 1, so this is 2, y 0, so only 2k. When y is 1, 2 plus 1, 3k, 4k, 5k. Verify. When x is 2, this is 4, y is 0, so only 4k. When y is 1, this becomes 5k, y is 2, 6k, and so on. Write down the marginal distribution. First row sum is 6k, here it is 14k, 9 plus 6 plus 7, 22k. And what is the sum here? 6k, 9k, 12k, 15k. Add all this, you will get 42k. The sum of all these 3 rows, the sum of all 4 columns. So gives you 42k. Or you can add all the probabilities, you will get still 42k. Now, what is this 42k? 42k is the sum of all probabilities. But according to the definition of joint probability distribution function, the sum of all the probabilities must be equal to 1. So you must have 42k is equal to 1, right? Or k is equal to 1 by 42. So your first question is find the value of k. You got k is equal to 1 by 42. Write down the marginal distribution. X takes the value 0, 1, 2. Correspondingly the sum 6k, 14k, 22k. 6 by 42, 14k, 14 by 42, 22k, 22 by 42. That is 1 by 7, 1 by 3 and 11 by 21. And corresponding to y, 6k, 9k, 12k, 15k. Okay. So next, verify whether they are independent. Show that the random variables x and y are dependent. The question is, show that they are dependent. So in order to show that they are dependent, it is enough if you show f of xi, g of yj is not equal to j of yj for any one value of xi, yi. See, if you consider the first one, x1, what is f of x1? 1 by 7, g of y1, 1 by 7. So f of x1 into g of y1 is 1 by 49. But here what is f of x1 comma y1? 0. So 1 by 49 is not equal to 0. So they are dependent. They are not independent. So they are dependent. Okay, next you have finding expectation of x. This by now you are almost thorough with summation xi into f of xi, 0 into 6 by 42 plus 1 into 14 by 42 plus 2 into 22 by 42, that is 58 by 42, that is equal to 29 by 21. Similarly, expectation of y, 0 into 6 by 42 plus 1 into 9 by 42 plus 2 into 12 by 42 plus 3 into 15 by 42, and that is equal to 13 by 7. Expectation of xy, 0, first one is anyway 0, 0 plus 3 by 42 plus 8 by 42 plus 15 by 42. Just check expectation of xy, 0 into 0 into 0. The first one, entire one is 0. 1 into 0, that is 0. 1 into 3 by 42. 1 into 2 into 4 by 42. 1 into 3 into 5 by 42, and so on. You have seen in the earlier problems. Okay. Then expectation of x square, summation xi square into f of xi. Fine. This also you can calculate. So I leave it to you. Verify your answers. Sigma x square variance is expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. From that you can find sigma x, and sigma y square is expectation of y square minus expectation of y whole square. From that you can find sigma y. So sigma x and sigma y values you note down and verify. Okay, the next part which you have not seen in any of the examples. So probability of x equal to 1, y equal to 2. So let me go back to the question. Probability of x equal to 1, y equal to 2. X is 1, y is 2. What is the probability? 4k. K is 4 by 42 or 2 by 21. Right? X equal to 2, y equal to 1. That is also similar. Verify. Now the third one, x greater than or equal to 1, y less than or equal to 2. So what are the values? X greater than or equal to 1, y less than or equal to 2. So x can take the values 1, x greater or equal to 1 means x can take the value 1 or 2, and y less than or equal to 2, y can be 0, 1 and 2. Right? Y is 0, 1, 2, x is 1 and 2. Take all the combination. When x is 1, y can take 0, 1 and 2. When x is 2, y can take values 0, 1, 2. So what is the probability of x greater or equal to 1, y less than or equal to 2? J 1, 0. What do you mean by 1, 0? J of 1, 0. This is x2. J of 1, 0. You can verify what is J of 1, 0. X is 1, y is 0. Okay. J of 2, 0 is x is 2, y is 0. J of 1, 2 is x is 1, y is 2, and so on. Write down the probabilities, calculate, you will get it as 5 by 7. Okay, go to the next problem. Example 5. A fair coin is tossed thrice. A random variable x and y are defined as follows. X equal to 0 or 1 according as head or tail occurs on the first toss, and y is equal to number of heads. Determine the distributions of x and y. Determine the joint distribution of x and y. Obtain the expectation of x, y and xy. Find standard deviations of x and y. Compute the covariance and correlation of x and y. So let me go through the question again. A fair coin is tossed thrice. The random variables x and y are defined as follows. X equal to 0 or 1 according as head or tail occurs on the first toss. So try to understand properly. You are tossing a fair coin thrice, and x is defined as x equal to 0 if the head occurs on the first toss, and x equal to 1 if the tail occurs on the first toss, and y gives you the number of heads. While tossing a coin thrice, y gives you the number of heads. Now we shall just see what are the values x and y can take. You can observe here the sample space. You are tossing a coin thrice. Sample space is given like this. All three heads HHT, HTH, HTT, THH, THT, TTH and all T. Now what is x? If the first one is head, x is 0. So in the first 4 cases, x is 0. If the first one is tail, x is 1. Okay. And y is the number of heads. So here 3, 2, 2, 1. Here 2, 1, 1, 0. That is how x and y are defined and the values of x and y can take. So what are the values x can take? X can take the values 0 and 1, right? But y can take the values 0, 1, 2 and also 3, right? So your sample space consists of how many elements? 8 elements. Sample space consists of 8 elements. So in that 8, the number of occurrences of 0, right? Probability of x equal to 0 is 4. So probability of x equal to 0, the chances of occurrence of 0 is 4 out of 8. So what is the probability of x equal to 0? 4 by 8, that is half. Probability of x equal to 1 is 4 by 8, that is also half. What is the probability of y equal to 0? Out of 8, only ones. So 1 by 8. P of y equal to 1, 3 by 8. Y equal to 2, again 3 by 8. Y equal to 3 is 1 by 8. So based on this, you write down the joint distribution table. Okay. Then, what is your question? Determine the distribution. Determine the joint distribution. This is very, very important. Determine the joint distributions of x and y. So be careful here. The joint distribution of x and y is found by computing j of ij is equal to p of x equal to xi, y equal to yj. For example, probability of x taking value 0, y taking value 0. What is the meaning of this? Probability of, here you have p of x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Right? What is p of x equal to 0, y equal to 0? What is the meaning of that? When do you get p of x equal to 0, y equal to 0? This is p of x equal to 0. So when p x is 0, nowhere you can observe y is 0. Right? So what is the probability? 0. What is the probability of x0, y1? x0, y1, only once. So it is 1 by 8. x0, y2. x0, y2. So twice out of 8, 2 by 8 or 1 by 4. x0, y3. Again 1 by 8. Fine. Next x1, y0. Only once, 1 by 8. x1, y1. That is x equal to 1, y equal to 1. 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4. Next x equal to 1, y equal to 2. That is 1 by 8. X equal to 1, y equal to 3. That is 0. Right? If you want, you can go through this explanation, but if you understood, it is well and good. x0, y0. Okay. Now, finding expectation of x, expectation of y, expectation of x square, expectation of y square, expectation of x and expectation of y. Okay. All this you can do by yourself. and also you can find the correlation and covariance.